to get started, folks.
Washington's 106.7 WJFK. Here starts Ron and Fez.
Okay, good. You're in for that, right?
Ron and Fez.
Well, nobody's mad at you if you're ever worried about that. We know that, you're a good guy.
Every time I hang out with you guys, something bizarre happens. I either get my ass kicked or I end up laying in puke, and it's getting really old, so.
Telling me.
All right, and in your email, it seemed like you were a little worried about it, but are you okay with it now? Do you think you'll party again?
No, I'll never party again.
Never again?
I'll never touch another alcohol or drugs.
Look, everyone's laughing because they know it's not true.
Thanks for the support, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, don't you think he will keep on partying?
Man. As long... I don't know. I think that'll happen when I turn into 6 feet tall and white. I think that'll happen.
Oh, okay. So they're literally laughing in your face, Perry.
Sorry about that, pal, buddy old pal.
It's all right. I'm used to people laughing in my face, but you know what? I haven't really given anybody any reason to believe anything I've said anyway. So I guess I got to do this for myself this time, and I have no interest in that lifestyle anymore.
All right, Billy is writing to me that he would like to talk to you.
Rory's crying.
Okay.
Yeah. I would tell you right now not to talk to Billy, but he does like to, and I hate to put it this way, preach.
And sorry, I think maybe some preaching would probably do me good. How you doing, Billy?
All right, here's the minister of offense.
I'm not used to seeing him standing up. Hold on.
Perry, did you drink today?
Absolutely. Well, no.
Okay, so you've only almost made it 24 hours. It's just one day at a time, man. You make it through today, and you're sober one day. It's a very simple program.
Someone get me a beer for real, dude.
No, surely. I looked up today. There's a Northern Virginia intergroup that you can call. I have the number inside. You can call. There's meetings all around the area.
What's an intergroup? When you go with your cousin?
No, an intergroup is where they will call and tell you where there's meetings for you to go to get help, to get a sponsor.
I got it all hooked up. I know the meetings. I got my early bird meeting at 7 a.m. and then lunchtime meeting.
Oh, get the fish.
I got it set up. Now I just got to actually have enough guts to go in there.
Do you need a sponsor?
I don't think I'm ready for a sponsor yet. I think I just want to listen and just break into the program right now,
Listen. You can get a temporary sponsor. You don't have to have this. In other words, someone you can fire your sponsor anytime. I would love to be your sponsor.
Wow.
You're just doing that to get close to Perrynoid, though.
Well, no, look, last night was a 12-step call for me. That was a big step for me, which means I'm helping a fellow alcoholic, and I can just assume that that's what you are because you're saying you want to go to meetings.
Are you an alcoholic if you just get like that once in a while, like you binge like that? And for the little AA group, which I'm really looking seriously about going, can you still smoke weed and go to that?
There's no such a thing as marijuana maintenance. You have to give up everything. First thing you have to say to yourself, would your life be better without alcohol?
My life would be better without you, Billy.
Billahol.
I'm just trying to help you. Are you powerless over alcohol? Has your life become unmanageable?
Absolutely.
Are you willing to turn your life over to the will and care of a God as you understand Him?
What are you doing, Betty Hinn?
I never understood.
Have you ever thought about flood insurance?
No. Perry, it is a simple program for complex people. We make it very complicated. It is a simple program.
You're making it complicated.
Yeah, you don't drink, you go to meetings. You know what? Call into group. They'll come and pick you up. Just don't pick up that drink today.
We should have caught him last night when he was laying on our floor.
I almost did.
Yeah?
I almost did because I didn't have any help.
Tattletale.
And you should never do a 12-step call alone.
And you want to be his sponsor.
Yeah, until he
This is
finds
like a limo company sponsoring Jason Williams.
Hey, I have 44 days of sobriety, and I can show this man where I've gone wrong and help him. Because
I got 100 says you don't make it 60 days.
I've made a couple of mistakes in my life, so I...
Steaks? Yes, you've made several steaks and quite a few pork chops, you fat bastard.
All right, now that's getting personal.
I know, but I'm in pain.
Fez, I can accept that today. Because it's all about acceptance. You accept your disease.
You don't accept a steak.
You just accept your disease. You accept that you have an inability, you have a disease, and just think of it as an allergy to alcohol. And if you pick it up, it's going to make you do things you don't normally do.
Sneeze.
I think what I'm going to do is just stop drinking and stop partying. And I'm going to try it on my own and then just see how that ends up, you know.
No. Okay, this is a good test because it actually says in the big book, if somebody's not ready yet, let them go out. Try some more controlled drinking. And they'll always come back on their knees begging for help. Is that what you think you need?
Big book of Billy's mistakes.
You know, I got that big book. Are you talking about Bill's book?
Yeah.
Talking about his dink.
Well, that's not big. But seriously, the thing is...
I think we're losing Rory again, by the way.
You okay there, Whitey?
They're putting the white on now, and it's really this is the worst pain yet. I might have to actually just take a break.
Do another M&M?
Just take a breather.
Some sugar?
Get him some more medicine.
I don't know. I might
take the pills.
He wants the peanut-flavored medicine.
Pills are good. I'm starting to feel nauseous, too, but that's just from hearing Billy preach.
Well, you see, Billy actually has helped me, you know. I see where you've ended up, and I don't want to be there, really. And I think I'm heading on that track. And I'm being serious. I'm not trying to bust on you or anything, you know. I just don't want to...
You're going to need 3 more ex-wives to catch up.
And 2 bankruptcies.
You know.
There's only one bankruptcy, Ron.
But, Billy, you always feel like you're doing better than ever now, right?
I'll tell you right now, my life, the promises are starting to come true, as depicted on page 217. And on page 449, isn't it? I want you to go home and read page 449 on acceptance. It teaches you that everything is happening in your life right now for a specific reason. And if you disagree with that, you're disagreeing with God's plan, which is not right.
What book is this? Harry Potter and the Chamber of Rehab?
Is that a McMahon? Go ahead, Billy. What's the name of the book?
It's just called The Big Book.
Is it heavy?
Very. It's big and it's blue.
I'd like to take it and smack you in the neck with it because you're driving me nuts.
It is heavy. It's his book.
Well, you know, these are... You know, doing a 12-step, the 12 steps, the 12th step is to help a fellow alcoholic. Sure, Perry and I have had difficulties in the past, but we do have a common bond. We have a common bond, and, you know, I'm willing to go out of my way to help him.
Well, I appreciate that.
And that's nice, Billy. That part's nice.
The common bond shouldn't be that you both fell down drunk with your pants down.
The only thing is, before you help others, help yourself get out of your mother's basement.
Well, you know,
I also live in my mother's basement.
All right, but are you 44?
I'm 44 years old, I live in my mother's basement, and I'm an alcoholic.
Is that how you open every meeting?
Cameron, I played that! I'm going to play it every night before I go to bed.
You know, here's the beauty. They always say open with a joke.
And you know what?
And you feel good about it. I mean,
Ronnie, I do, because you know what? This is my life as it is now. Yeah, I've made a mistake or two along the way.
Rehab 5 times.
Your mother,
and you know what? I bet you're 2 months away from your next rehab.
Your mother was named Mistake. What?
She was Mistake of 1933.
Look, all I have is a daily reprieve based on my spiritual condition. I pray in the morning, I pray at night, and my life is so much better.
But here's the problem. You haven't said one thought of your own.
Okay.
All you're doing is quoting. You quote constantly.
Well, you know what, Ron? It's like this program was designed for someone like me. I tried Billy's program. Billy's program didn't work doing it my way.
Billy's program was a cheeseburger in the morning, a cheeseburger in the afternoon, and then a sensible pork dinner.
He's the only guy I ever saw smoking crack while he was eating Chinese food. He was doing both.
How does he get an appetite doing that?
And I couldn't figure it out. He's hitting the pipe and having Chinese food. I was so appalled I almost dropped the pipe myself.
You know, if we didn't spend all that time fighting, we probably could have had some really good times together, Billy. But, you know, what does a sponsor really do? I mean,
a sponsor will help you, show you through the steps. They'll be there for you to call every day. And by helping you, it helps me stay sober.
Oh, this is like a bad NEW infomercial.
It's hard to believe that you can help us with our life when you can't coordinate your shirts.
What is wrong with my attire this evening?
Oh, I can't be Billy.
I think I look very sporty.
Listen to Speedwack talk about financial news on the weekend.
But, you know, Perry, it's very simple. You know, you just call me at least once a day if you're having trouble.
I feel like your phone's cut off.
Even if you can't reach me, you call Intergroup. You call any other alcoholic. We're there 24 hours a day to help you.
Interpol.
He's there to help you. a phone book.
I appreciate it, Billy. Seriously, I do appreciate it, and I may take you up on this. I want to see how Perry's program works out for the next 48 hours or something like that.
Well, you have to be, it's a program of attraction rather than promotion. You have
What
to be...
does that mean?
I mean, I can't force him into it. It's not promoted.
Put the headlock.
You have to be attracted and want it. And the only way you can keep it is to give it away. And I'm willing to give it to this man here so I can keep my sobriety.
You're one of the attractions, the elephant boy.
In the meantime, I bet he's got a bottle hid somewhere in this building while he spits all this stuff out.
Look,
What he doesn't spit out is the liquor.
In about an hour and 15 minutes, my man here will have 1 day of sobriety.
All right. I know that you feel like you're the expert. How many years ago was the first time you went into rehab?
I was age 24.
All right, so it's 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And what does your chip say? How many days clean are you?
30 days.
All right, 30 days you're clean, and the last 20 years of trying. And yet we're going to let you lead us to the promised land.
Ron, what better person? Come on. What better person?
Moses.
Anyone? Here, let me throw a dart at the phone book. And that person I trust more.
No, you're way wrong on this, because what better person to show you what
Lenny Bruce. I would trust Lenny Bruce when it came to substance abuse more than you.
Where's your higher power now, Noses?
Noses, I got it.
I mean,
3 days of lines and noses, the Billy Staples story.
I'm not even letting my message get out to this guy.
Your massage.
Because I
Step up, your message is getting out.
And what better way for him to know the mistakes not to make than to sponsor yourself, to do it yourself? Because I tried that. It cost me 8.5 years of sobriety. So I know what it's like to make...
2 marriages?
2 marriages.
A kid, and what else? Your home?
5 rehabs, a home, about 4 cars.
Oh, you forgot dignity. You forgot your dignity again.
That's one of the promises. That comes back in time.
What about if you just lock yourself in a room, which I plan on doing?
Like your mom's basement.
Exactly. Lock myself in there and just stay away from booze and people that party and just...
Billy brags that his basement has a separate entrance.
Ooh.
In case he gets lucky.
Mom, is the mailman here yet? He's supposed to bring me my dignity.
Would he be saying it with a big gay voice like that? Mom!
I'm sure he would.
You learn how to live your life. It's a program for life. It teaches you how to live your life without alcohol and drugs.
Now, Billy, you still have that portable TV you keep on your mom's washing machine, right?
The rabbit ears?
Well, that has nothing to do with the program,
Go ahead. So you want to... do you want to go with them?
I'm glad to take them to a meeting.
Yeah.
I called the intergroup today. Like I said before, I called them, and I left them a message.
Yeah. What did you say? The biggest loser you've ever seen once they come to a meeting.
Wait a minute. The program isn't even taking your phone calls?
No. They actually say this. Tell them we're not here.
What if it's an emergency?
Well, I just said, I'm from out of town, and I'm looking for a meeting, and I have a friend who may need some help. Can somebody call me back? I left the hotel number and my cell number.
And then you ask for money.
No.
Okay.
No, you give money.
Right. Me?
No, anybody who goes. Anybody who goes, you do it. It's a 7th tradition.
And do you have to talk there?
You don't have to do a thing but listen.
How could you?
You take
there, forget about it.
You wouldn't get a word in.
You take the cotton out of your ears and you put it in your mouth. You listen.
Who wants to be cottonmouth?
Nothing that you say is yours, Billy. It's
what
all
does that even mean?
Crazy 12-step cliches.
No, it's very simple, because for years we've had cotton. We're not listening. You have a problem. You drink too much. And if you take it out of your ears, you put it in your mouth, you just shut up.
Then you get cotton mouth. And that's what every drunk doesn't want to get.
It's a different kind of cotton mouth, Ron. There's natural and this is fabricated.
Billy, what's the first step?
First step just says, we admitted we were powerless over alcohol, that our lives have become unmanageable. See, it says we. Not you, not I. It means we, as a group, as a bunch of alcoholics.
Isn't that a gaggle?
It's a guzzle of alcoholics.
No, because you'll see, it does not say I, because that means you're doing it yourself, man. You can't do it yourself.
When you throw in man, it makes me feel like you're so street. All right, are you ready to accept whatever Billy's selling there?
Yeah, are you willing to accept Billy in your heart?
I don't know. I mean, it sounds like a really good program, and I'm sure, I know it changes a lot of people's lives, but I don't think I'm really ready for that big of a step yet. It's kind of scary.
Perry, did you hear the song? From last night?
You mean the one that's on Perrynoid.org?
No, the one that you did in the bathroom. Did you hear yourself last night? I mean, what more proof? I mean, it's like I have a videotape of myself drunk, and that.
Oh, bring that in. I'd love to watch that.
Oh, that was the Red Bag performance.
that was right before my second DWI.
The way Roy looks right now, laying over like this, is the way the audience looks when Billy's doing stand-up. Just people queasy and laying down.
Perry, I
love the Hawaiian guy's laugh. He's perfect. Honestly, I just want him to ride shotgun with me the rest of my life.
That is correct, sir.
Oh, Doshu. Who's that?
A Hawaiian guy.
Buckethead.
He's dressed like the submarine commander on Gilligan's Island. It doesn't help with the look any, don't you?
Sorry, what do you want me to do here? The flowery shirt is in the dry cleaners.
So he's not buying what you're peddling there, buddy.
Well, look, you cannot force somebody to get help, Ronnie.
I'm not going to say I'm not buying what you're saying. It's just, it's pretty intimidating and scary, you know what I'm saying? Put that right there, baby. You know, I never really noticed, but
this is a serious conversation.
Yeah, he's deflecting, isn't he?
Yeah. See, this is denial.
Deflecting is not just a river in Egypt.
Look, the thing is, it's scary when you stay wasted for so long. It's like, I don't think I'll be able to function. Not that I functioned any better, but I can't drive good sober. I can't play music good sober.
Have you heard it drunk?
Have you ever tried it?
I really haven't. I honestly have never made music sober, or just driving recently tonight. I'm like really shaky and nervous, and I just feel really out of place if I'm not like baked or something.
Well, good, because there's so much snow on the ground.
You should be safe tonight.
Do you think the shakes might be the DTs, withdrawal from alcohol?
I honestly don't drink that.
He's like a pit bull, isn't he? He just hangs on your ass.
Well, Perry, all you have to do is like there are open meetings open
containers, aren't there, Billy?
that would not be anything that would be tolerated. You could show up drunk, you just can't bring beer with you.
Tell me this: the last time I drank,
that was a bottle club
before New Year's Eve, was at Jeff's party. So I didn't even drink after Jeff's party up until like just this past New Year's Eve.
The first step says we admitted we were powerless over alcohol. You can take alcohol and insert drug here, insert drug of choice. It could be,
Why do you bend over and then yell insert drug here?
It could be anything. It could be coke. It could be weed. It could be crack.
I'm starving.
Wow. Dude, the help is there. You just gotta, just give one meeting a shot.
I don't know, Perrynoid. If I was you, I'd start with a haircut and some LASIK.
Yeah. I'm ready to. Wait a second, I get it. No, hold on.
No, you don't.
It's the cross eyes. See?
Yeah.
That drives me to drink, Fez. Thanks a lot, man. The truth is,
Fez's fault.
You got to blame someone.
Yeah, my mom smoked weed while she was pregnant.
We gotta do a break here. Hey, Rachel, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Ron. Hi, Fez.
Hi, Rachel.
You guys.
Good.
Billy?
Billy's in the other room. Why? What do you need, hon?
I just wanted to tell him that I think maybe he could put together more time if he concentrated more on his own recovery instead of trying to push it off on other people.
It does seem like you push it off on other people, Billy.
He does. And I think, he does it with all great intent and everything like that, but it almost seems like he gets a superiority complex whenever he pulls a couple days together.
All right, here's what bugs me, though. He acts like he's thinking of this stuff, and he's not. It's just what sponsors have yelled at him at over the years.
All he's doing is reading literature and memorizing quotes from the book. He's not applying the principles to his life, and that's probably why he can't get a couple days clean. And I don't say that to be malicious in any way, but I really from one addict to another, I feel like if he did that he could, really pull his stuff together.
Hey, what's hotter than a chick in the program? Nothing. Nothing. Billy, did you see what you're saying?
And I have 20 months clean.
20 months clean? What was your drug of choice?
It varied. It was probably just more. I did a lot of pills. I smoked a lot of pot. I did a lot of stuff.
That's so hot. Hey, Billy, did you see what she's saying?
Yeah, I know. I hear her.
That you'd be better off over at the health club teaching thin guys how to do crunches.
It's not a question that I have
crunches.
I am the only one here who's qualified to help, and I'm just making my services available. And if I do quote from the big book, you know what? That's where I get my inspiration from. And unfortunately,
I totally agree with you. There's nothing wrong with quoting from the book. Like, it's good literature, and it's there to help us. But I feel like
but why every day?
Your message would come across as more of something to take seriously than something to mock if you actually took the time to apply those things to your life.
See,
people can't take you seriously if you're not. It's like they see that you're not drinking, but you're not living right.
And Billy, we also saw you 41 days ago.
Yes, but I am living right. I am living a spiritual program now. I do turn my will and my life over to God every day.
I don't want to pass judgment on you.
Then please don't, because we shouldn't be taking each other's inventory if you want to quote program.
What? What does that
You're not
mean?
supposed to take any...
You're the only one quoting
You should never take anybody else's inventory.
You've done it with me, you've done it with Ted, you've done it with Rory, and now you're doing it with Perrynoid.
Perrynoid asked for help.
Hang on, Billy. I want to take your inventory.
All
right, one fat gut, check.
You pass judgment.
2 big man teeth, check. Let's see, 8 chins, check.
I thank you, Rachel.
Bye, Ron.
You're a very, very bright young lady, too. And congratulations, 20 months clean. That's very nice.
I know, what she does in months, you can't do in days, Billy.
Well, she's also an NA, which is, I think, something more for Perry's.
You know, first of all, it's A. You don't need to be chucking it out there what it is, Billy. It's anonymous.
Mm-hmm. That's very correct.
Yet you speak about it every single night.
But I usually never say the initials. That was an F-up.
You do it every night. At one point or another, I ask you what the A stands for, as you pointed out.
I've never said what program I belong to.
Yes, you have.
I do not say those words. It's a violation of a tradition.
I'm willing to go find it on tape, if we'll bet. I'm ready to go $10,000.
Right now, Weight Watchers is saying, please don't say you're on our program. Please don't say you're on our program.
Oh, he's watching his weight, all right. Balloon. Here is Ed. Ed, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ed.
Hey, how are y'all doing?
We're calling the gang, my buddy.
Good. Welcome to D.C.
It's great to be here. We're having a lot of fun. And you know what? I'm going to teach everybody how to drive in the snow since they're all panicking tonight.
Yeah, well...
It's not a big deal.
I have to second what the last gal said. Bill, your intentions are great. And, going to a meeting with somebody, taking them in, maybe pointing them to some winners. That's all.
I think he's turned Perrynoid off, hasn't he, Perrynoid?
A little, but
he scared you away.
Yeah, but it's not like a bad thing. I'm not trying to be a jerk or anything. I appreciate it, but...
Perry, what Bill said is right. This is a program of attraction, and, if you know in your heart that you've had enough, then the meeting that was mentioned earlier, that 7 a.m. meeting is a very positive meeting, and there's a lot of years in there, and I've had a lot of experience there myself. And
all right, thank you very much, my friend.
Thanks, Ed.
You bet.
You're a good man, Ed. That's it. All right, why does it seem so much better coming out of everybody but Billy?
It does seem more inspirational anyway.
Maybe just because, I've been in the program a lot longer than a lot of these people.
30-some days.
Yes, but I just don't have continued sobriety.
But that's what counts. That's why they don't give out staggered chips.
Well, I have my
chip. A piece of a chip.
I just found my 8th
You're like
chip.
Ric Flair winning the championship 15 times. Well, you got to lose it that many times.
Yes, but in order to, you understand, the more you come back, the more you learn. They say you don't have to relapse to get it. It took me a few relapses along the way to get it, at least.
And we think you're going to relapse again within the next 30 days.
So the only laps you can do are relapses.
See, a relapse is not picking up a drink. This is what you guys don't understand. A relapse is not picking up a drink. It's because a relapse is a change in your way of thinking. It's already, in other words, before you pick up that drink, you have already mentally relapsed. Because you say, okay, I know I'm going to go to the 7-Eleven and get that six-pack, or I'm going to that bar and I'm going to have that drink. That's when you relapse. It's not the actual taking the drink of the beer. That's why it's in your mind. And
Why
you
not have a cocktail and relax?
Just answer me this.
Yeah.
How is it possible to smoke crack and eat Chinese food at the same time?
How do you do that?
I'd rather hear that than anything else. How can you be hungry while you're smoking crack?
Well, Ronnie,
every other crack addict is skinny. You somehow got to 400 pounds.
Ronnie, when I was
on your own teeth.
When I was on my way to Texas, I got off in Atlanta. I bought crack from a black guy, and he goes,
right,
no.
White people are so
And he actually,
of black people.
I heard you tell the same story, but I didn't hear black guy. I heard the N-word.
Oh, that's wrong.
but he said to me, damn, you be the fattest crackhead I ever done seen.
All right. Why?
No, that was his word. But Ronnie, I have
I'm
two
going to
addictions.
tell you the same.
I have two addictions. I have not only an alcohol and
Using
drug,
the N-word and alcohol.
and a food addiction.
And what else? Your alcohol, drugs,
Gambling.
Pick one.
Sex.
Pick one and get good at it.
Sex.
Sex. You haven't been with enough women.
As he rubs his nip.
It doesn't have to be, you know, there are other kinds of sex other than with women.
Guys?
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
So he's eating. All right. He's eating Chinese food, smoking the pipe, and got 2 fingers inserted. And this is your way of spending the weekend.
I don't feel that messed up now, dude. I think you... Yeah, dude, I'm not ready yet.
Identify, don't compare.
What?
He's a walking book.
You see, that's what I'm saying. Identify, don't compare, because you're looking at me saying,
you know, pop-up book.
I'm not as bad as you, so I don't need the program. You know, it's a personal thing. You just identify with what I'm saying. Yeah, I've made mistakes, too.
So you're saying I don't need to get to where you've been.
You know,
everyone's bottom is different.
Hey, Billy, have you gotten around to making amends yet?
Excuse me?
Have you done your amends yet?
No, I'm not up to step 9, Ronnie.
Let me know when you make your amends to MasterCard and every other plate that you ran up.
Well, all it says you just do the best you can. You call them up and you be honest with them and you tell them and you work out a payment plan, and I need to do that. But I'm not. At first, I have to make a searching and fearless moral inventory, and I'm a little afraid of that.
I'll do it with you. Right at the top is, how does one smoke crack and eat Chinese food? Because it's
answer that question.
It's literally, you should have been on the Tonight Show with that act. It could be a pay-per-view.
And hang on, I'm still doing your inventory.
Okay.
3 pairs of size 48 waist jeans.
He's never been into a size 48.
Billy.
What? I
know he seems like you're mad at us.
Well, no, but it's like I'm trying to carry a message.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like you got a man here who's suffering and in pain.
21, no 20, bad teeth.
Yeah, the 21st he had pulled out.
All the front ones are good.
To get
That's
money
good.
for drinking for the tooth fairy.
Because the rest of them you gnarled down to a decent size.
The night you were trying to eat Chinese food and just kept eating the chopsticks.
He actually tried to shove 2 chopsticks in where his molars go. That was his way of dental health.
You look like Chumley from Tennessee Tuxedo.
Perry,
Like you had chiclets in your mouth.
No, it's I'm gonna, with what I've been through and the medicine I took as a kid messed up my teeth a little bit, but I've worked very hard. I put those little things on them. I've had whiteners and stuff.
What medicine did you take as a kid? Twizzlers?
No, when they were younger, there was this medicine that would make your teeth black.
White people are so scared of black people.
Yeah, it's called licorice.
He was done making you believe it. I got anti. You know you're sick, Billy.
You know what?
Do you believe that you'll never drink again, Billy?
I just believe I'm not going to drink for today. With God's help, as I understand.
Well, at 11:14, let's hope you make it.
I will. I just have that much confidence in
I'm
myself.
betting the under. I'm betting right now the under.
Under the table.
I bet he don't make it to midnight.
Look, I'm not the one who ran off the elevator last night because the bar was open. I went right to my room.
Look who's taking Fez's inventory.
I was talking about Rory.
Look who's comparing instead of sharing or whatever you're supposed to do.
It doesn't matter whose inventory you're taking.
I just know what I have to do on a daily basis to stay sober. That's all. It's very simple. It's clean and cut.
Do me something else. One on a daily basis, you try to stay funny since this is a comedy show. And stop preaching.
You're only supposed to do one thing at a time, Ronnie. You're not supposed to quit or do more than one. You're supposed to focus on one addiction and one problem at a time. So, once I get this under control, which I'm pretty much.
Then humor's next?
Probably smoking first.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Here's Perrynoid. Perrynoid, you're on your man's here.
Hi. I want to just say, Terry, please listen to Billy.
She wants you to quit.
How drunk is she?
You guys are
Listen to me.
coding.
How many times in the past 7 months have you tried the Perrynoid do-it-yourself program?
Quite a bit. But look, the thing is...
Sexually.
Well, look, I'm glad you called in because I got something I want to say to you. I'm just really sorry about the way I kind of treated you and talked to you last night on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
I was really disrespectful, and I apologize for that, and I love you very much.
Skipping ahead to step 12?
I appreciate that, hon. I love you, too.
You didn't answer the question, though.
But I really,
Thank you.
should have listened to Billy.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, what do you say now that your chick... I mean, we've been goofing around, but your chick's saying you're in trouble, bro.
Yeah, she doesn't...
Not a bit.
Yeah.
This is not a bit. The truth is, it's not a bit, but, I appreciate your concern. It'll all work out good. I'm just real sorry about all this. But, I don't know, maybe just one more hurrah, before I clean up.
No.
I heard some talk out there about everyone going to Camelot's tonight, and this might be a nice place to go and relax one last time before. Maybe start on Monday,
No. Today, right now.
All right, you got it, baby.
For me?
Well, for myself first, but then for you.
Okay.
She wants you to go with Billy. Are you going to go with Billy?
I do. I wanted to go with Billy to something tomorrow, or if he's still in town.
I
We'll
think...
leave Billy.
Let's
They can stay.
I'm up for that. I'm up for going to a meeting with Billy.
Will you?
Sure.
That makes my heart very glad.
Well, I'm sure the entire the whole D.C. area is really bored of this conversation.
Oh, you know what? I'll tell you what. It's very, very interesting for me to see an alcoholic who's so pussy-whipped.
Bring me a beer. I'm not.
Hey, let me tell you something.
Drink.
Bring a beer.
Let me tell you something. When I was using, Perry, I used to treat women like whores. I really did. And now I'm sober, I treat them the same way. It's the interesting thing for me. That's the one thing that hasn't changed.
So it wasn't the booze or the drugs talking.
I still can't get aroused until they cry. That's the only time I'm really turned on.
It is a beautiful thing sometimes.
I like that.
But, Perry, that's weird. I mean, your chick's saying, all right, you guys are goofing around a lot, but she was the one worried about you last night.
We started with the band kicking me out, Now she's, on the verge of leaving, and my job doesn't want me, and it's
what kind of work do you do, Perry?
Well, I was working, believe it or not, security. So I was midnight security.
Yeah, I'd sleep secure with you on the job.
It was
Night rider.
It was a pleasant job.
Yeah.
And basically right now it's just a matter of healing my head, and getting off this crap and living a productive life.
I will say this, you're a good guy.
I try to be. But a lot of people just, when I get wasted, I just, totally make an ass out of myself and make a lot of enemies, and that's really not what I'm about, really. Drink. Somebody? Beer. I seriously need a drink.
No.
This is really getting late.
I understand. And it feels
Just think the drink through. Remember what...
What does that mean? I don't understand a word he says anymore.
Faz will explain to you. It's very simple. Think the drink through. Think about when you take that first drink, what's going to happen after the second drink, and the third drink, and the fourth drink. Next thing you know, you're laying on the bathroom floor again, puking on your...
And for 4 rounds, and Billy hasn't picked up his wallet yet.
So you keep the tape rolling in your head of past experiences. Think about it before you take that first drink.
I'll do that. I'll think about it, and I probably will never drink again.
And the other thing.
Yeah, we're working on that. But beer is definitely out of the question. Well, actually, everything's out of the question. I guess I should just start everything now.
Yeah, there is no maintenance program, like Billy said.
There is no marijuana maintenance. You have to be clean of all mood-altering substances.
Okay, we can do that.
They said there is no me in meat.
Yes, there is. The first 2 letters.
Oh.
By doing this, though, I may not be a musical and comedic genius anymore.
Well, you'll be better.
Look what happened to me. You'll be surprised what happens to you when you clean up.
Really? I don't know.
Yeah, have your mom clean out the basement. Makes people mean.
Yeah. All right, Billy. Well, at least Perrynoid is the one person who got a lot out of what you've had to say.
Yeah, I think maybe Perrynoid, there are programs available to her, too.
What's that?
That was Al-Anon that we discussed about last night.
Uh-huh. And how does that work?
That's a program for significant others of alcoholics or recovering alcoholics, teaching you how to deal with them,
and that's
tough love, whatever.
Do you have anybody in your life that goes to that?
No, nobody cares enough.
Yeah, I know.
Why don't you go to Alan Thick for guys who aren't funny?
But are thick. All right, Billy. You got through to Perrynoid.
No, I'm glad. And Chesley, she's saying the same thing. You know, you can't do it. Your Billy's way didn't work. You know, in the verb. I only put it, but in the beginning there was only two guys.
Don't do it my way. Don't do it my way. The Billy statement.
I shouldn't have done it my way.
And now I'm drunk, middle-aged and stupid. I'm in the basement. I'm all alone. Go ahead, Billy. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, Ronnie. It's a comment.
I'm playing Cupid.
I just started laughing. I just started laughing thinking about your life, but you go ahead.
My life, Ronnie, has never been better.
Your life's a do-over.
That's the sad thing.
Your life's a turnover.
You're 44, broke, and live in the basement, and you're at your peak right now. That's how awful your life has been.
Excuse me. Do I not have myself a car now? Do I not have my insurance paid?
What did you pay for that car?
$2,000.
Great. I paid more for my mats. Go ahead. Tell me more.
Well, for me, that's a big deal.
Yeah, I know. Rolls? Let me tell you, if this was 1958, we'd all go out and look at your caddy, but it's not.
No. You know what? It's all relative, Ronnie. To me, it's a great achievement. I approve. It's raised. It's the
All right. By the way, you're bragging about the car you bought for yourself.
Correct.
Where did you get the $2,000?
From falling up the flight of stairs.
And were you not high that day? You were high.
No, I was not high.
No sober person falls up a flight of stairs and sues.
Here's the thing. That car did not come from clean living.
Would you like me to get
It came from Fat Pete.
I will get the report from the hospital, and I will bring it in to show you there's no signs of alcohol. I made sure it wasn't... it's
All right, he's saying alcohol.
Right.
You hear that?
Yeah. I mean,
No, we don't know how the code talks.
I'll make sure
What are your
bring
medications?
It in. Lexapro, Wellbutrin, and Xanax.
All right, Xanax. People take Xanax to get high.
If they don't have anxiety.
Right. You have anxiety.
Do you ever see me high?
Yes.
This is natural.
You just told me 3 drugs you're on.
Yeah.
How is that natural?
2 of them are antidepressants and
Presidents.
The presidents of the United States. The Hall of Presidents.
You're slurring now.
2 of them are antidepressants, and 1 of them is for my anxiety, which I take as needed.
What are you nervous about?
Nothing. I just have natural inbred anxiety. It's not...
Inbred.
Inbred anxiety. That people will find out his parents were related. That's his anxiety.
Excuse me, if my anxiety comes from inside of me, it's inbred. It's coming from within. It's not...
Name one thing you don't have that you don't put in bread.
He's got a loaf in bread.
Yeah, fat ass.
All right, get back to Perry. Your life is over. His isn't.
My life's just beginning, and I'm trying to share it with Perry.
Yeah, you're going to live to be 88.
Howard Stern, Don and Mike, Bill O'Reilly, Ron and Fez, and the Washington Redskins. 106.7 WJFK.